Bank numbers which are flashing on the screen. They will come up for you in just a minute in terms of the profit, which is actually much below what we were expecting.
2.54%.
Okay, well, we have the gross NPAs also, which has come in at around 2.54%, and that compares to 1.67% on a sequential basis. That itself indicates that there is asset quality worsening which has taken place, because generally they always report stable gross NPLs, and with the gross NPL percentage only rising itself indicates that things probably don't look good on the asset quality front. So that is what's coming in terms of the gross NPL.
On a sequential basis has increased by 57%. So gross NPA on absolute value has come in at 9,553 crores vis-a-vis 6,087 crore in last quarter.
Can you repeat it? Can you repeat?
9,553 crores against 6,087 crore.
That's a
jump of 57% on a sequential basis. Net NPA has come in at 4,010 crore, which is a jump of 59% on a sequential basis.
Okay, well, remember that the NII has also come in, so 4,517 is where it's come in. So that's just about a tepid growth of around 11% The street was working with a range of anywhere between 12 to 15%. It's come in at the lower end of the range at around 11%. To put it out there, they had mentioned that the watch list of around 22,600 odd crores, 60% of it would be recognized in the next 8 quarters, and they would be front-loading it in terms of recognition. So maybe this is a part of that strategy which they've possibly incorporated. We need to hear more from the management, but nonetheless, prima facie, Latha, numbers don't look good, especially on asset quality.
You know, we cannot pass the judgment just yet, only because of what you just said. They have spoken about the 22,000 crores. And if the commentary indicates that this is accelerated recognition, and therefore there is probably a little less to recognize, if they say that this 22,000 crores, part of it has shown signs of healing, you know, a lot can go from here to there. So maybe we cannot jump the gun just yet. The management conference call can start anytime now. There is no taking away from the shocker that there is a 50% increase in the gross defaults and the net defaults as well. You know, Axis Bank until now was under 2% in terms of its bad loans. Now that distinction goes away. So it is something that is a cause of worry. But I would still hold back the judgment, because the market was anyway expecting that 20,000 crore worked out to about 4%. So, you know, it has already been recognized that extra 4% could go bad. If the commentary indicates that there has been accelerated recognition and that there is some process of healing or recovery in the...
so provisions have come in at 2,117 crores. Which is a jump of 81% on a sequential basis.
Okay, well, we have some more statements where the watch list loans have reduced by 10% in
there comes the positive
quarter.
statement.
So around 2,260 crores of it has gone off the watch list. Remember the watch list?
But you know what? It could be that the watch list has come down because they have been recognized as NPL. So the watch list has come down. I mean, after all, the NPL, as Abhishek has been reading, has risen by about 3,500 crore. Of that, if 2,000 crores was from the watch list, then we have a non-watch list NPA as well. So we don't know how to interpret this statement. Is it that something has been recognized as NPA and separately the watch list has gone down because of a healing process? It looks unlikely. It looks like actually this is a mix of not very pleasant news. There is 3,500 crore of extra gross NPLs. So that may be fresh slippages. Or fresh slippages could be a little different. It could be even a little less. That indicates that the slippages is even more than the reduction in the watch list.
So they have said that the net NPAs have come in from the watch list. I think we had a statement which just went by just a minute ago with regards to the watch list. The fresh slippages have come in at 3,638 crores. Well, that is at the higher end of the estimate as well, because the street was working with an upper limit of, say, around 3,300 odd crores. So they've come in at that upper end of the slippage estimate of around 3,638 crores. This compares to around 1,440 odd crores that they did in the previous quarter. So there has been a rise which has taken place. However,
a huge rise.
I think I think, like you said, Latha, gross NPLs have risen 3,000 crores absolute basis. 2,000 crores probably came from the watch list, and the remaining came from X of the watch list for Axis Bank, something that they had mentioned and something that analysts were watching as well last quarter, increased due to slippages from the watch list. So maybe there were more additions to the watch list. We don't know what happened.
I mean, we will really have to wait for, there it comes. 2680 is coming from the watch list. So there was an overall 3,600 crore slippages. Of that, 2,600 crore has come from the watch list, which means there were slippages outside the watch list as well. That I don't think will go down well with the street.
I think that was expected, Latha. You know, 900, and the analysts were talking about the fact that there will be slippages over and above the watch list as well, which would be from different corporate loans, which could possibly be from SME, retail, etc. So they were bracing themselves from the fact that there could be slippages X of the watch list, 2,911 from the corporate book, and that's majority of the slippages this time.
So the slippage ratio on an annualized basis actually jumps from 1.74% in the previous quarter to 4.22%, as loan growth has been at 21% on a YOY basis, while deposits have grown by 16.3% on a YOY basis. So therefore, incremental increase in slippages is actually high, and the annualized slippage ratio is increased from 1.74 to 4.22%.
Yeah, that I think is very obvious. When the GNPA has gone up from 1.5% to 2.54%, it clearly indicates a very heightened recognition of slippages, and that may not be the end of the story at all, because the watch list is still a grand 20,000 crores.
Well, I just don't understand the math, Latha, if that makes sense to you. If 2,260, if the watch list is reduced by 2,260 crores or 10%, like you mentioned, the slippages, however, from the watch list are higher. So maybe there could have been some betterment in the watch list, or...
No, I don't know. It's 22,000 crores, wasn't it? The watch list was 22,628 crores. And from there, you have to subtract 2,680.
Yeah.
So then it should have actually been 20,000 crores, but it says 20,000 plus change.
Yeah.
So actually, there has been addition to the watch list of probably less than 1,000 crores.
Yeah.
So even that looks like a negative at this point in time.
We need more
unless and until the management clarifies otherwise. This actually looks like incrementally negative news on all quarters. Okay.